Okay, so we're looking for a pattern in these figures here. And we want to put it into that table that they have given us. So let me tell you what they want in that table. The X is the figure number. So X is the figure number, and Y is the number of squares in that figure. So they want us to say, you know, in figure 0, which we can't even see figure 0, how many squares? And in figure 1, how many squares? In figure 2, how many squares? Figure 3, how many squares? Figure 4, which we can't even see, that'd be out here. How many squares? Okay, so and we're looking for a pattern. And then finally, they want us to say, what's the connection, the very bottom? What's the connection between X and Y? What's the connection between the figure number and the number of squares in the pattern? So I don't think this will be too hard for you. Let's just write this one. First off, figure number 1 has 5, doesn't it? 5, so I'll put that right here. I don't have anything for figure 0. I don't even see figure 0. But I do have figure 1. I'll go backwards to figure 0 at the end. So I've got figure number 1. It has 5 squares. Okay, let's go to figure number 2. I'm gonna try to write the same numbers in the same spots just so you can see things as easily as possible. So there's the same 5, and then they have 6 and 7, don't they? See how figure number 2, they've just added on those 2 extra squares. So that's 7 squares. And then finally, we go, that's not right, it's right here. So there's those original 5. Here's 6 and 7, and then now they've just added on 8 and 9, haven't they? See how they just keep adding on to the top and the left, right? And so that's a 9. Okay, so there's what we can see, figures 1, 2, and 3. So it's probably pretty easy for you to go forward to the next one, which we can't see. What's figure 4? What's its number going to be?
11.
Going to be 11, isn't it? Yeah. Right, they're just adding 2 every time. And then let's jump backwards. What's figure 0, which we also can't see, going to be?
3.
Got to be 3. Again, we're just going up by 2 every time. So if we go backwards, we go down by 2. Yeah, that's a piece of cake. The only thing that might be a little bit of a challenge is coming up with the equation here. So now they want us to connect this together. Like what's the pattern here? How can we come up with the connection between X and Y on this one? Well, this is the part I want to make sure I'm helpful to you here. Here's the tricky part. You want to see the pattern, you've got to write out what's happening. What do I mean write out what's happening? I mean, let's write that's just 3. There's nothing more to do there. But the next one, how did we get that 5? We took the 3 and we added 2, right? And then how did we get the 7? You might say, oh, well, we took the 5 and we added 2. Yeah, I know that's true, but rather that's not the best thing to do. Instead of writing that 5, add 2, write out everything you had before. In other words, 3 plus 2, add 2. That'll be more helpful to you. You'll more quickly be able to see the pattern if you write everything out. You see that? That's how we got the 7, right? We had the original 3 and we added 2 twice, right? We started with 3, we added 2, we started with the 3 and we added the 2 twice. Everybody good with that? Added 2, added 2. All right, so now let's go. How did we get the 9? We started with the 3 and we added the 2 3 times, right? Start with the 3, add 2, add 2, add 2. 3 times. Start with the 3 and add 2 3 times. And finally, how did we get the fourth term? Start with the 3, add 2, what, 4 times. All right, so that'll help us more clearly, quickly identify the pattern that's going on here. Y'all see it now? Let's try, we want to make a connection. This is X here. Want to make a connection between the X number and the pattern. So, do you see it? So when X is 4, we have 4 2s. When X is 3, we have 3 2s. And then a 3 at the front as well, of course. So can we jump to the pattern? What's it going to be for X in general? If it helps, you could write this 3 plus 2 times X. Or I'm jumping to the answer, aren't I? 3 plus 2 times 4, because this is 4 2s. And this one is 3 plus 2 times 3. Right? Etc. So what's this going to be down here? What's the formula going to be for X? Everybody see it? 3 plus 2 times X. That's what you're going to put in that box there. That's the formula, isn't it? Do you see that's the pattern that's being followed? Right? For the fourth term, there are 4 2s. For the third term, there are 3 2s. See how the X number is the number multiplying the 2. So for X terms, there's 3 plus 2 times X. And there we go. Questions on that one?